Hey guys, what's up? It's McNeil from Louison Automotive, and it is January 2020. It's my first day back at work, so back on making my video content. Just want to wish you guys a happy new year, and if you haven't yet, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and tell somebody about our videos. Okay, so here's the deal. Everybody knows who at least started watching my stuff that I am a super Tesla fan. Tesla basically stocks is doing really amazing and all that stuff. However, I don't own a Tesla. I'm in my Mercedes GLK 250, right? But that's going to change. I'm going to tell you what my plan is to try to get a Tesla for probably about $5,000 or less, okay? It's going to take some time, and then maybe you can take me up on that journey. Maybe your dream car is not a Tesla. Maybe it's going to be, I don't know, Volkswagen GTI, maybe truck, whatever your dream car is. We can take that journey together in 2020 and see how we can start off with a small budget, maybe $4,000 or $5,000, maybe whatever your budget is, and then we can build that up to try to get ourselves our dream car. Mine, in my case, is the Tesla. I did originally, when Tesla came out, when they had that the Model 3 when it first came out, I would have been one of the first in Canada to have that Model 3 because I did stay up and I did put my reservation in, but I decided to cancel it eventually. And the reason is not that I don't like Tesla, not that I don't want to have the car. Clearly I would love to have the car, but I couldn't justify such a purchase for a vehicle that I wouldn't necessarily need on a day-to-day. What I mean is, obviously I'm a used car dealer and I have access to all of these inventory. So if I have access to all this inventory, to be paying for a car, paying insurance on it, just because I really like the car, it wasn't the best decision for me financially. So I did cancel it. The car I'm driving today, even if it's a car I drive on the daily, it's owned by the dealership, so basically the dealer plates on it, so I don't pay insurance and all that stuff. So it had me thinking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Mercedes up for sale, and I'm going to take probably about $5,000. I'm going to decide what the real budget is, and then I'm going to buy a car from the salvage yard. I'm going to buy an accident car, and then I'm going to fix it. I'm going to drive it until it sells. So the goal is I'm going to sell it for more, I'm going to flip it, and then I'm going to use that money and buy a better one and a better one and a better one. And then hopefully by the end of 2020, I should have enough money to buy a Tesla. So by me growing my money, starting off with $5,000, put aside cash, and buying a car, fixing, selling, and working my way up, hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have enough money to buy one. If you're doing the same thing too, which you totally can, you could, at the end of the year, have the money to buy whatever the dream car that you had. And if you're not a licensed dealer, there is a ton of auctions you can get salvage cars for, okay? So if you follow me and then you ask for any information, I can help you find that. But for example, there is Impact auction that's owned by Odessa. There's Copac. There's so many salvage auctions. If you are in the United States, each state would have their own regulations, so you got to look up your state where you're from, what the regulations are to have access to that auction. And if you're in Canada, each province also have its regulations. Some of those auctions, you don't need to be a dealer, they would sell to the public. However, some of them would require you to have some sort of registered business. It doesn't have to be automotive related. Once you got a registered business, they would give you access to the auction, okay? And it's super easy to register a business. Some states and some provinces, they don't even care. There's what they call public auction, and they will sell you the car, okay? So you have access to lots of inventories. You can buy a cheap car too, and you can get cars as cheap as, you know, this Nissan. I paid like $900 for it, right? So if you start off with a smaller budget, you can get whatever you want, right? So this is my goal for 2020. Let's take on that journey with me, and let's see if I can have that Tesla by the end of 2020, and if I'm gonna end up owning it for less than $5,000 or less than 10, maybe less than 5, I don't know. Follow me, let's see if this is gonna work, and let me know what you're gonna be aiming to have, what type of car you're gonna be flipping, what's your end goal, what kind of car you want at the end of 2020. Follow us on Instagram. I'll be posting pictures of the cars that I'm flipping as well, so you can check it out. So Louison Automotive on Instagram. Also subscribe here. That's the end of the video today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.